Hey guys, Christy here, bringing you another business building video. And this one I'm going to entitle Future Proofing. Interestingly enough, I've taken a little bit of a hiatus from doing these videos, and yet I know that there are some that actually do watch and look forward to them. Interestingly enough, I was at the Realtor Caucus today, which was fantastic. If you have never been, I would encourage you guys to put it on your calendar for next year. It's an amazing opportunity for you to give input on what our legislative committees should be looking at and focused on for the future. And that pulls us into the topic for today. I had an amazing lady come up to me, and she recognized me from the videos and said hello. So I got to meet someone that was wonderful, and it was a great conversation starter. But I told her, I said, I have this idea for a video and I've been meaning to record it. So rather than put a lot of thought into it, here I go. I wanted to talk to you about future proofing. I think all of us would agree that there's been a lot of change to the real estate industry in the last few years, particularly with disruptors. I think for most of us, we're maybe not even aware of all the prop tech that's coming in, the money flowing in, and the changes that are happening behind the scenes. But for those of us that run a business, we need to be focused on what things we can do in the future to insulate our business from these disruptions, as well as to take advantage of them. And so my question to you is, have you thought about what does our industry look like in the next 2 years, 3 years, maybe even 5 years down the road? And what are you doing right now to help your business position itself to thrive? We have a lot of competition in this space, and it's up to us to get creative and to take our heads out of the sand and to start to believe that we have some control in the situation, but also to put boots on the ground and make sure that we are taking action and making progress. I had run into someone else who maybe all of you know, and I told him about this video because I was actually thinking about him this morning, which is interesting as I was contemplating this topic. There are maybe a handful of agents that I know that do a really good job of thinking about what the future holds and what I call future proofing their business. One of them is maybe someone you've seen by video as well, but it's Phil Sexton and Jeffrey Sybeck. They run an amazing team. If you don't know them, they are worth getting to know. But colleagues like that help me and challenge me to look at the future in different ways. And I think for most of you, if you're somewhat isolated, it can be a challenge really to look at what's going on or to even understand how the landscape has changed. And so I encourage you to network with your colleagues, get in environments where you can talk to other agents, whether it be in our local communities or even around the country, find out what's changing and what's coming. Go to conferences or do online classes that are more about industry relations than education for skills training, and see what you can learn, because it's really important that you start pushing yourself to build a business that's going to last. And in order to do that, you need to do a couple of things. One, you need to be on the defensive, and you need to look at ways to insulate your business from stressors or from conditions that are changing. But secondly, you need to look at how you can grow. And that means being innovative. It means challenging the status quo and creating opportunities for yourself that no one else is creating, so that you are in a position of strength when changes do come. I would welcome your feedback, would love to hear your questions about what you are doing and thinking. There is a lot changing with our industry. For those of you that don't know, there was a huge decision made by the DOJ just recently to pull out of an agreement for settlement with the National Association of Realtors. That is going to have huge ramifications in our industry in the next 2 to 5 years. And if you're not already preparing for that, hold on. You need to be preparing for these things, and hopefully you're surrounding yourself with people who are involved in the discussions and helping you prepare in advance, so that this stuff doesn't sweep you away or doesn't catch you by surprise, but instead you're fully prepared to pivot and to make the most of the changes that are coming. I hope this helps you to think more strategically about how you run your business rather than being in the weeds day to day. If you have any questions or want to talk about this further, certainly feel free to reach out. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care.